Previously on Game Nights.
But there's a large fire and like a cutout with a chimney, and there's like cooking pots and stuff over that. You see a really long table that has been flipped on its side to face you. When the door closes behind you, and the two goblins with scimitars like swing at your backs. So the two goblins with arrows pop up behind the table.
I am going to cast a spell. It's called Tasha's Hideous Laughter. A creature of your choice within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter.
So Goblin 1 struck it with Matt's spell and unable to overcome the magic, sees Mal, this halfling, in his sort of ridiculous cowboy hat that he got in Shaker Heights, and just topples over, cracking up.
I'm going to take up my adventuring rope, and I'm just going to try to, there's a lot of it, so I'm just going to try to throw it in that little nook between where the fire is and where the table is.
You throw it and you succeed. One end of the rope goes in the fire, the other end of the rope lands like sort of up against the table, and the rope starts to burn. The door behind you crashes open, and in like storms a bugbear with a sort of like crippled looking goblin strapped to his chest like a baby harness. Roars quite loudly, but he has like a plate on his head, like sort of like stapled in or like nailed to his head.
Oh my god.
So those folks in the 15-foot cone, they're going to get toasted with my breath weapon.
The goblin strapped to his chest screeches as he is totally burned to a crisp and dies on the spot. He's mad. He's sad. He's having a lot of feelings all at once. And he's coming for you, Art.
He doesn't have a lot of emotional intelligence, I think it's safe to say, too.
Bring it on.
At this point, 3/4 of the table is on fire. There's like sort of another hidey hole thing that you hadn't seen before.
Jesus.
And there seems to be some like weird like blood red mist coming out of it. Like not a lot, but just like wisps of it. You never quite seen anything quite like it. It seems kind of weird, maybe a little magical.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Game Nights. Tonight's story, The Warden, Chapter 7.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Art, it is your turn.
Okay. So I've thought a lot about it. I've lit the bugbear on fire, and I've stabbed him with my sword. So I'm going to go with the trifecta.
One quick question. Where is the hidey hole on the diagram, Colby?
Sure. I will briefly update the diagram to reflect the new positions of Del and Mal.
Okay. Hidey hole. Okay, great. Okay, I like that a lot.
Okay.
Feeling good. So in order to complete the fuck up the bugbear trifecta, in my inventory, I have a flask of acid that I am going to throw at the bugbear.
Holy shit.
I really just want to wreck this dude's day.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's considered it's an improvised weapon. It's a ranged weapon. And I throw it at him, and oh no!
No.
I rolled this is going to go so spectacularly, I rolled a 7.
Better than a 1.
Oh, no.
I suppose.
Yeah, you don't hit the bugbear. The acid flies past his head and kind of the jar like breaks harmlessly on the wall. and it starts to like sizzle.
Well, okay,
as
but it
it's-
does
as-
say, Colby, I guess you get to decide where it lands. It says every creature within 5 feet of the point where the acid hits takes 1 point of damage from the splash.
Oh yeah, so the in that case, both Cal and the bugbear take 1 point of damage from the acid splash.
Got him!
Got him.
Got
This
him!
is like a axe moment all over again.
Just throw shit wildly, and you never know what could happen. It's exciting.
Right.
Okay.
Alrighty. So it is the bugbear's turn again. So he's. Well, I lost my beat.
I bet he's not mad at me anymore. I bet he's gotten over it. I bet he's moved on with his life.
He wants to be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he rolls a 13, swinging at Art.
No good. No good.
Misses wide. Maybe the combo.
He got some acid in his eye.
Right. The sadness, the acid, the crispiness. His poor dead comrade. He just can't land a hit. So Cal, it's your turn.
Okay. We need to put this bugbear to bed, is what I'm saying.
Don't let the bugbears bite.
I'm going to go ahead and cast another Eldritch Blast, and hopefully the old one there will deign to make this one hit.
Right.
Putting it up to the old one's hands. Hey, and it is a 21.
Wowie. Is this another
All
Eldritch
right.
Blast, you said?
This is another Eldritch Blast aimed at the bugbear. So let me roll my d10. I get to roll my d10 here for the damage. And I rolled 3 damage.
3 damage.
Spectacular.
So your blast, I don't know. Well, tell me about this Eldritch Blast, Matt. The bugbear is not going to die.
All right. I summon all of the magic that has been bestowed upon me by the old one, and I focus it all into my power crystal, and I fire it at the bugbear. It makes a cacophonous sound when it makes contact with the bugbear, just like a mini explosion inside the room, and everybody has to shield their eyes. For the brightness and the power of this blast is so great and just envelops the bugbear.
I see. Yeah. So I mean, it was certainly bright, but it doesn't seem to be terribly powerful. The bugbear is still standing. It does seem to have a new open wound where it was hit with the blast. But for the moment, anyways, he's.
So I guess you could say that it did barely any damage at all.
You could say that, yeah.
Fuck this fuck.
All right, Mal's
Let's take it
up
down.
here.
Somebody take it down.
Mal rolls at 3, so I don't know, totally useless with the crossbow. And then Laughing Goblin is going to try his saving throw. He rolls a 1, an unnatural 1.
Wow.
So he doesn't die of laughing, but he's still laughing. And Del, we're on to you.
Sweet. Okay, so now I'm behind the table. Given what I observed from the mist in the wall, I'm actually going to keep the table. I'm not going to keep pushing it, because now I think I've put a barrier between myself and whatever may or may not be coming out of that hidey hole. And instead, I'm going to shoot the bugbear with my arrow. And I roll a fucking 7, so it doesn't hit. But then for my other action, I say, watch out for the hidey hole.
I see. So you say Del yells and gestures towards the hidey hole.
Yeah.
Could Cal and Sean and Art, could you both roll perception checks quick just to see whether or not you hear him in the heat of battle?
Not only can I, but will I? 16.
16. So Art, you hear Del's warning and you see the red mist coming out of the hidey hole, which seems to have the mist flow seems to have increased since the last time you saw it. What did you roll, Cal?
I rolled a 4.
A 4. So you are completely oblivious to all of this.
Not a good day for dice rolling for me.
Indeed.
The old one is not with me.
Indeed. So Art, it's your go now.
Okay. I would like to. I'm running out of funny things. I could throw some ball bearings and see if he slips and falls, but maybe that's a little too Home Alone. No, I'm going to. You know
You
what?
gotta save somewhere for the tricks for whatever's coming out of that cave too.
Oh, you just wait. I remembered I actually have some stuff I didn't remember I had, so this could be fun. No, I would like to use before I attack, I'd like to use the first part of my turn to do an investigation check on the red mist to see if I have any clue as to what it is.
Okay.
If that is acceptable.
Sure.
And I rolled an 18.
18. Wow.
Yeah.
18.
So you see this mist coming in through this hole that you don't know what's in the hole. The mist is like, it's blood red. It seems like pretty thick, like you can't really see through it exactly. It definitely seems unnatural, so it is some sort of magic thing. But that being said, it is not something you've ever seen before. And you know, beyond that, like you can't really tell anything about it other than it seems to be coming into the room at a faster rate. Like the rate at which it's entering the room, it has increased.
Oh boy.
I guess it remains a mystery.
Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
I'm gonna just let that one sit there.
Did you want to do an attack?
Boy, would I. I can't think of anything I'd want to do less. Yes, I'm going to, once again, because my greatsword has been great, so we are going to roll a 9 plus a 15?
15. Your 15 does not hit, unfortunately. So you make contact, but the bugbear's armor, or at least what's left of it, deflects the brunt of the damage.
Understood.
So back to the bugbear. I think he's gonna take a swing at Cal this time, since Cal just blasted him. He rolls an unnatural 21.
God damn it.
So Cal, you take Cal, the bugbear swings his morning star and catches you right in the chest. You take 9 damage and are knocked to the ground.
Okay.
You are sort of like thrown back into the room a little bit. It was quite a hit. And Cal, speaking of Cal, it's your turn.
Okay, so now I'm on the ground. So do I have to use an action to get up?
I think so. The getting up is like your move action. So you could get up and make an attack if you wanted to.
Okay. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to plant my feet firmly on the ground. And I'm going to say to the bugbear, man, you're really bugging me a lot. And I'm going to cast the Eldritch Blast in your face. So here comes Eldritch Blast number 525. Hey, a 20.
Sounds like good.
A nat 20?
That's a nat 20.
Wowee. Double damage, sir. Double damage.
Oh, and I got a 10.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Not a 6.
Wow.
10 and a 6. Whoa. The old one.
Wow.
Coming through in the
You believed.
Damn.
You're questioning a little bit much earlier.
So in sort of a repeat of the trap incident where you Eldritch blasted a goblin in the hole, it's like that, but the bugbear is like 4 times the size of a goblin. So you might imagine there is more volume of creature to be splattered in every direction. The bugbear basically explodes.
Yes.
and he is totally dead. Dead AF, as you will. Bugbear's dead. It is Mal's turn. At this point, the mist has. So there is like a layer of mist around your ankles in the room, and it seems to be coming through the door that the bugbear came through, as well as the hidey hole. So that is happening, and the laughing goblin is still on the ground laughing. The mist is sort of like twirling around his limbs and stuff. But it is Mal's turn, I guess. Given that the goblin, this last goblin is incapacitated, Mal stands up and turns to you and is like, "What do we do?"
Get the hell out of here. That I think is.
We don't really need to.
No, let him laugh till eternity.
Yeah.
I see. So you, let's see. So you guys want to get out. What do you do?
I think. Well, who's closest to the door?
Well, there are multiple doors, right?
So there's the hidey hole, which again, like the other hidey hole, is probably only big enough for Mal to fit in. There is. So let me draw the rest of the doors on here. So there's a door behind the table that you don't know where it goes. And then there's the door you came through. So let's see. So there's the hidey hole, the door you came through, and so this is the door you came through. This is the hidey hole, and this is the other door that you don't know really anything about.
I think we should go through the other door because there's no mist seeping out through that door. I assume there would be cracks there. It's not like an airtight door, right? So
that's true. Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any mist coming out of that.
Right. So, is that what you guys want to do?
Well, so you two, Colby and Dan, you two are the closest to that door. So before Matt and I move, do you want to investigate the door or see if it's open or just open it? Considering you're already there.
Sure, I'll investigate it.
Check it out.
Put my ear. I'm gonna quick crouch down, poke my eyes underneath. 12. Oh, a lot of 12s tonight.
12. So it seems like a door. You don't see anything weird about it. It doesn't seem to be locked as far as you can tell. You don't hear anything in particular on the other side.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's. Right. I agree. This room is filling with bad shit.
At this point, the table is completely engulfed in flames, and Art and Cal are on the opposite side of it. So please do a dexterity check to see if you can vault the flaming table.
And please do vault it.
Okay. But I'm trying to think because I'm resistant to fire damage.
Ooh, yeah, I think
so. I'm trying to think if there's a more awesome way. Can I just? I mean, how is the table looking crispy enough that I can just is it ashy? I can just kind of walk through it like a badass.
It's not ashy, but it's totally on fire. It is definitely weaker than its non-burned self.
All right, I'm gonna try to rip the table in half. And so Matt can walk through it alongside.
All right. Well, roll yourself a strength check then.
Well, how about this? How about a 21?
21. Well, you certainly succeed. You with a very strong flick, very deft and strong flick. You just sort of whack the table with your finger, and it splits apart. And you, Cal and Art, stroll right through the center up to this new door. So the four of you go through that door, the mist hot on your heels, and you find yourself in sort of a bedroom. There's the door you came through on one side. On the far wall, there's another door. and this is like a single bedroom, so I think you could
Do I
maybe
notice?
this.
Oh, sorry, you're about to answer my question, I think.
I was gonna say, so you could intuit that maybe this was where the bugbear and the crippled goblin were, where they came from. Like maybe it's their chamber, their quarters.
Do we see any people?
No, there's no one there.
Treasure?
Is there a chest? Yeah, exactly.
There is a like a bureau sort of thing.
Let's check it out.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Matt. You've earned it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to open up the treasure bureau.
Treasure bureau.
It's filled with dirty underpants.
Gross.
Nice. So Matt, could you roll an investigation check for me?
Okay. I rolled a 4.
A 4.
Mhm.
So you find a little baggie in the top drawer, like sort of shoved in the back, that has, I'm gonna say, 40 silver pieces in it.
Hey, okay.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Not bad.
Indeed. So meanwhile,
the old one also.
all for the old one. Meanwhile, while you were searching these drawers, the mist has continued to pour through the door behind you into the room.
All right. Cool.
So it is about up to your knees in this new room.
In this new room?
With this mist. What is up with this place?
All right. I feel like we have to just try the next door.
Cool.
Any disagreement?
No, we gotta keep moving.
We can't let the mist get us.
So you open the next door, and you find yourself in what looks to you like the barracks room that you saw via the X-ray ring.
There's probably some weapons in here. We could loot some weapons.
Yep. So keep in mind, there's in the sort of across the room in the left corner of this room, there's a door, and there's a room on your right with a locking mechanism on the inside that you assume is probably the door that leads back to the hallway that you originally came through. And the mist is coming through the open door behind you.
Yeah, we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
We gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
We go through the next door, which is not the one out to the hall, but to the next room.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
So you open that door, run through. You find yourself in the cell area. Passing glance seems like all the cells are empty.
Good thing we didn't try that plan then.
They're just a bunch of cells. Again, to your right, there's a door that leads back into the hallway you came through originally, and there's on the outside of that door to the left, there's the door at the end of the hall.
Can we just what does the mist situation look like out here?
So again, there was no mist in this room until you opened the door, and now the mist is coming through the open door behind you.
Okay.
Well, what if we close the door? Does the
that's
mist
a
still
novel
keep coming
idea.
in? I don't know why we haven't
should try.
been doing.
You should try
Yeah.
closing
Okay,
the door.
I
Yeah,
reach
let's try
behind
that.
us and I slam the door shut.
I see. So Art slams the door shut, and the mist is still coming through, but it's like trickling through the cracks
That's
in the
good.
door.
Excellent.
We
where it
bought
was
ourselves
like-
some time.
Yes.
Do we think that we should be getting out of this whole goblin complex entirely?
It seems kind of wise.
We've
There's got to be something cool in here. Well, we came in here for a reason.
What, your 40 silver pieces weren't enough for you, Matt?
Hey, Lord, old one demands much more than that.
Mal pipes in like, we came in here to kill these goblins who are like stealing from people on the road to Neverwinter.
And I say mission accomplished.
I think that's true.
I don't know. I feel like there's probably still something cool that we haven't discovered in here yet. Like some kind of treasure or something.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can stay and investigate that, okay? You're replaceable.
Geez, golly, I guess if everybody else is going to go ahead and leave me here all by myself, but just me and the old one, I guess I got to go with the flow here. I got to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. And I got to go with everybody's decision here. Got to go with the flow and get on out of this here dungeon there.
Now, I'm just a simple Southern dragon man, but I think it's just common sense to try and move our way out of this here
Has
cave.
your dragon character really become Southern since our foray in Shaker Heights?
Yeah, because he hit his head
Yeah, a
Yeah,
traumatic
and change
brain
his name.
injury.
really badly.
Yep.
Right. All right. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Out of this place.
Go,
Yeah, we head towards.
into the hall.
Right, so we're going to go into the hall with the bend and the pit and
Okay.
head out
So
the way we came.
you open the door to the cells. There's mist in the hallway. I don't know if you remember, it seems to be like not proceeding at quite the rate the mist from the sort of dining room area was coming in. Probably because that mist was coming from two sources. This mist seems to just be coming from one, down sort of the pit hallway and the hallway you came from, the hallway down to the dining area. So you leave the door, the mist is like around your ankles, and on your left there's the door that you haven't opened yet, and on back towards your right is the bend in the hallway that leads to the pit. The pit and the entrance to the cave.
Point of order. Those of us in the group here who are magically inclined, there are no kind of like wind spells or shield spells or something that can protect us from the mist, at least as long as we try to escape?
I know a shield spell, but the shield spell only covers
You.
bludgeoning and piercing.
Okay.
attacks.
Yeah, and Mal's magic isn't much for any of that
All
sort
right.
of thing.
Well, glad we have you here. You're really helping. I muttered that under my breath. Okay. No, I guess we head towards the known exit.
Yep.
Okay. So you all, I mean, I feel like you're probably in kind of a hurry at this point.
We're running. We're running.
I see.
We're running.
So you all are running. You take the bend towards the pit area. Del, could you roll a perception check for me?
19.
19. So lucky for you, you have kept your wits about you.
I do try to do that.
You manage to see through the mist that is now up to your knees where the pit starts. So you don't just immediately fall into the pit.
Good.
However, I need you to do a dexterity check.
12. Oh, God.
12. So you jump at the edge of the pit, but you don't quite make it all the way. So you find yourself, you sort of land like with your arms on the opposite edge of it. If you remember, you guys wedged it open, so the pit's still open. So you land with your arms on your edge of it. The wall hits your chest, knocking the wind out of you. And you are now down, like your head is below the mist. So could you do a Constitution saving throw for me?
7.
Yeah, so you pass out and fall into the pit. Cal, I think you're probably up next. You see what happens to Del in front of you. What do you do?
Okay. Think I gotta help him out with my rope that I have in my pack.
So keep in mind he is unconscious, so he can't get himself out of it.
Oh, he's unconscious?
Yeah.
Hey. I guess it's just me and the old one.
What about me? I'm still here. So's Mal.
Now it's still here too.
Oh shit! I rolled a 4.
Yeah, so you don't even make it to the other side. You just fall into the pit and pass out next to Del. Art, you're up.
Okay. Let's
We're gonna die here, Sean.
let's solve this one here. No, we're not.
Sure we
No, we're
die.
not. So Mal, it's just you and I at this point, okay?
Yeah.
Tell me if you think this is a good idea. All right. I do not remember the origins of where I got this, but I have a scroll of Mistastep. Okay.
Is that like a scroll of pedigree?
No, this one actually does something.
Okay.
Briefly surrounded by a silvery mist, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Okay.
And so I was thinking now would maybe be a good time to use that. Of course, I could teleport to the other side of the pit. I could also teleport to the bottom of the pit.
So you can't really. The pit is filled with mist, so you can't really see the bottom.
All right, well then I'm just going to teleport to the other side of the pit. I mean, I don't. How are we going to solve this one? I mean, because one of us has to go. If they're both, if they're both unconscious down there, one of us has to go down there.
You're the only one that's left.
It's true.
So-
I mean, we could try like holding our breath or something and going down.
What's your constitution?
You could lower me down on a rope.
What's your
and I could,
constitution modifier?
Like hook them. So I don't know because I don't have my thingy. Let's see.
All right. Because mine is +2, right? Because apparently that's the saving throw we have to do to make sure the mist doesn't screw us. So I think whoever has the higher of that should probably be the one lowered into the pit.
Well, so I feel like I think at best my constitution modifier is +1.
Okay.
However, my strength is like -1.
Oh, that's right, and I'm heavy.
Right, and I don't think I don't think I could lift up all 3 people. So
okay.
Do you want to
I'm happy to lower you in, buddy. That's you want to do it, we'll do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
So what should we do? Should we we have a rope. Oh, do you have a rope?
Yeah, I have a rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can tie the rope around my waist.
We'll lower you down, and then you can tie it to Dan and to Matt, and I'll pull them up, and then I'll pull you up.
Okay.
But here's what I'm thinking. I think I should. Can I use the scroll of Mistastep to get to the other side of the pit? Because then this way, I can pull you up on the right side, so you don't all have to jump over it again.
Sure.
So I'll lower you down, and then switch sides.
That sounds wise.
Okay. So first we have to lower you down. What do I do? Do I have to do something for that?
To lower me down, I don't think so. I feel like that's pretty easy.
Okay.
I could just jump down into the pit.
All right. But you have to do a Constitution saving throw, right? Because
right.
I missed.
So I'm gonna hold my breath. So I'm gonna say I get like 1 go at trying to lasso our comrades before I have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Well, then I'm gonna quickly Mistastep over to the other side.
Cool. So I'm in the pit.
It's Misty Step, but I just like saying Mistastep.
Damn it, I missed a step. Gotta start over. Like that?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nice. Cool. So I get down there. I managed to find both Cal and Dell's belts. So I hook them through my arms and grab onto my belt as hard as I can.
Yeah.
In the hopes that this will work. And could you roll a strength saving throw?
Oh no, this is all gonna end so spectacularly poorly. I'm so nervous. 16.
16. Okay, so both Mal in a rush of adrenaline rolled a 20 for his strength saving throw. So Mal manages to hold on to both of his comrades as Art pulls them up. At this point, I think Mal, having been under the mist for some amount of time, needs to breathe. So he's going to do a Constitution saving throw. He actually succeeds, so that's exciting. The mist is now up to, it is over Mal's head. And there are two totally unconscious party members here. So, what do you do?
Well, you succeeded, so you're not out of your mind.
Right,
You
so-
can't really see.
Right. So I can't really see because it's over my head. Are Dell and Cal are both out of the pit. We're all on the ground, like on the entrance side of the pit. However, the mist is
So,
closing fast.
I think you and I should each take one of them. I'm assuming Dell is smaller, so you should take Dell.
Okay.
But you should use the rope and tie my waist to your waist. So if you can't see where you're going, you can just kind of follow me with the rope.
Okay, so why don't I'm already tied to the rope, so why don't
Great.
you just put the rope around your waist?
Awesome.
So you do that, thinking smart. You have to bend down to pick up Dell, so you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
13.
You don't succeed.
No.
Oh,
Art gives it a real go, and he grabs Dell, gets a whiff of mist, stands up, starts to wobble, and then falls to the ground. And everything goes black.
Well, you're still conscious.
I think it's safe to assume that Mal also.
He's not.
Okay.
Mal makes a valiant effort to get the three of you out of the cave, but he cannot do that and also sustain himself against the effects of the mist. So
that was the last episode of Game Nights. Thanks everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. This has been quite a ride. Very fun.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad Matt never got to be Dungeon Master again. But
hey, we enjoyed
that's
it.
okay.
Who knows where that
had
could have
a good-
gone.
We had a good run.
Did you expect the adventure to be 6 hours, Colby? I mean, that was pretty quick. We were in and out.
no, I mean I don't. We'll have to have another episode to wrap things up.
We'll
or
be back
not,
next time.
as it may. Yeah.
recently devoured.
I think so.